Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about the dumbbell alternating single leg RDL, and we're going to be using a pronated grip with our hand position. This is a great exercise for the hamstrings obviously, and it's also going to be indirectly working the glutes as well. At the end of the video we're going to be talking about some of the common mistakes that you want to make sure you avoid, and then what we're also going to do is we're going to go over a lot of other tips like I just said. So basically the first thing you're going to want to do is stand around right and side shoulder width apart, and then you want to alternate your hand position to the opposite foot, and that's what you want to be doing. You don't want to go same side, same arm, same leg, same arm, sorry. You want to go opposite. But before we continue with more tips though, here's a word from today's video sponsor.
I'm today's video sponsor, and if you'd like help losing fat or gaining muscle, there are a few ways I can help you down below. Either set up a free consultation with us, purchase through one of our free affiliate links, or purchase one of our instant access affordable training programs. Can't wait to be of service to you. Now let's get back to the rest of the video.
The main things you really want to be focusing on is making sure that you keep your back straight and that you barely bend the working leg. So you want a slight bend in the knee there. So you notice that my knees are not bending excessively. Like I'm not squatting here. I'm trying to hinge mainly from the hip. Now this will require some balance. So if you struggle with your balance, then I highly recommend you just start off with using no weight, and then that way you can get the form a little better. Another key thing that I want you guys to focus on is making sure that you keep the opposite arm slightly bent and the dumbbell right by the thigh. You don't want to get it lower than the knee, because then it's gonna pull you off center. At least that's what kept happening to me. So what I would recommend is that the non-working arm is kind of just bent slightly. The more you bend the elbow, the opposite elbow, the more balance you're going to have. But the working leg, like for example, that's my right arm going to my left leg, and this is my left arm going to my right leg. The opposite arm that's not being worked has to be held at a slight angle, meaning like your elbow should be slightly bent. That's crucial. I don't know why, but it works. It works really well. Because what you really want to be doing is just focusing on the leg that's being worked. Everything else is just secondary. So in order for you to get the best contraction, you need to be able to focus on the area that you're trying to train. Another key thing is to make sure that your chin is tucked and that you're looking down. Do not look up when you're doing this exercise, because you will lose your balance, mainly because you're not focusing on one point exactly. Like when you look down at whatever, like a piece of dust or something. I don't know. Just anything that's centered that you can look at the whole time. That's going to help you a lot more with your balance. Also make sure, like I said before, that you keep your back straight. Now let's touch on some of the common mistakes that I want to make sure you guys avoid. The first one is limited range of motion. I mean, you got to try, guys. Don't do like half reps like this. This is a complete waste of time. Go as low as you can go. Next thing is excessively bending the knees. You don't want to bend your knees this much, because then you're not going to activate your hamstrings, which is the point of this exercise. The next common mistake is excessively rounding the lower back. I mean, my lower back is like the what do you call that, hunchback of Notre Dame or something. And then the next thing, like I said before, you don't want to be looking up. Don't look up when you do this. Don't keep your head up. As you can tell, I'm about to fall over here because it's very hard to keep your balance that way. And then lastly, you want to make sure that you don't shrug your shoulders. That's just going to put more tension on your traps and take tension away and focus away from you actually activating your hamstrings.